Top 5 superfoods for thyroid management. We often look at foods as having these superpowers to help you fix all our issues, when really it's your lifestyle, your entire lifestyle, and the way you wake up to the time you go to sleep, how much sunlight exposure you're getting, your gut imbalance, everything plays a role when it comes to disease management. But if you're looking at nutrition alone, then what are the top 5 superfoods which probably cause a thyroid disorder? Now, there are different kinds of thyroid disorders. If you're looking for management tips of your specific issues, then I've left a link to a few of the blogs I've written below about hyperthyroid, hypothyroid, and even detailed meal plans. But if you're looking at nutrition overall, then what are the top 5 foods which we should be adding that can help you with improved thyroid function overall? Number 1, iodine. Iodine deficiency constitute to 1/3 of the cases for thyroid problems. You want to be making sure that you're having adequate amount of iodine in your diet. Now 10, 20, 30 years back, we did not have to think about it because iodine is present in the salt. It's present in, it's present in the ocean, and it's also present in the soil. And the vegetables and fruits which grow in the soil, iodine is present over there. But now with hydroponics and with our irrigation practices, agricultural practices, there's more and more soil erosion, and we're not getting adequate amount of iodine from the soil. And because we are not getting enough amount of iodine, vegetables and fruits we eat are lacking in iodine. Thus, iodine deficiency is a big crisis. When government bodies started realizing this, they started adding iodine to salt. So you have iodized salt. Salt naturally does not have any iodine present. The iodine needs to be added to the salt or fortified basically. So you have iodized salt. You want to make sure that you're only using iodized salt if you're struggling from a thyroid hormone disorder. Pink salt, black salt, sea salt, all of these does not have iodine added to it unless specified on the packet. So you want to make sure you're taking a iodine fortified salt and only using that for your cooking per day. How much do you need? 1/4 of a teaspoon. You really don't need a lot of salt, but that little bit of iodine from your salt can take care of your thyroid hormone function. Number 2, selenium rich foods. Selenium is an antioxidant which has protective effects against your thyroid gland. It basically protects your thyroid gland against free radical damage. Selenium again was something we used to find in the salt. But now with our agricultural practices and even just lack of consumption of fruits and vegetables, we are not eating as much raw fruits and vegetables as we used to do before. We are not getting enough selenium in our diet, and you have to make an effort to add excess selenium to your diet. Selenium supplements is one way, but selenium supplements when taken in excess can cause a toxicity. A safer, healthier, alternative, tastier option is Brazil nuts. Just one Brazil nut per day has up to 150% of your daily intake of selenium. So you're getting more than enough, and selenium coming in from plant sources, natural sources, will not cause toxicity. Brazil nuts are also essential fatty acids. So besides selenium, you're also getting these brain healthy, skin healthy, hair healthy, essential fats, which is very important in your diet. My suggestion, apart from changing your salt or the kind of salt you're using, also add selenium to the diet. Number 3, mushrooms. Mushrooms, many edible kind of mushrooms help in thyroid hormone function and improving thyroid hormone function, again because they have an antioxidant effect just like selenium. My suggestion would be to add about 150 to 200 grams of mushrooms per week into your diet. And just so that this becomes a natural lifestyle change, so you don't have to go out of your way to remember it, make sure you bring in 150 to 200 grams of mushroom per week at the beginning of the week to your house, and you finish it by the end of the week. If there's 2 people living in the house, then it would be about 400 grams of mushroom. If there's more, just multiply that many times and make sure you shop for this in the beginning of the week and you finish it through the week, and you don't have to consciously remember it. So we went through iodine, we went through selenium rich foods, we went through mushrooms. Number 4 is zinc rich foods. Zinc also has a protective factor when it comes to thyroid hormone function, just like selenium. It protects, and it also helps the thyroid gland produce hormones more optimally. Now, where do you get zinc? Zinc is found in grains and lentils and pulses, and whole grains specifically. If you're processing the grains. So if you're taking like, a brown rice and processing and just getting the white rice, you don't have enough zinc. Whole grain sources as much as possible. I personally recommend to eat about 3 servings of whole grains per day. So 3 times, so 3 servings. So you would probably have oats in the morning, brown rice or brown bread or something like a millet in the afternoon, and quinoa, buckwheat, pseudo grains in the evening. Pulses also, about 2 to 3 servings of pulses per day is my personal recommendation to make sure you're getting zinc. In the name of going low carb and low calorie, we tend to miss out on grains and pulses, and both of these have anti-inflammatory properties, not only for the thyroid gland but the entire body, protecting you against autoimmune diseases. So don't miss out on this food group. It's very, very important. Number 5, the most essential one, and this is going to be controversial, but I want you to hear me out, is cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables are shunned upon. So when you try to research or half-hearted Google knowledge, it's going to tell you not to eat cruciferous vegetables if you have thyroid problems. Cruciferous vegetables are vegetables like cauliflower, cabbage, bok choy, kale, Brussels sprouts. These are all cruciferous vegetables. And they are very, very important. Cruciferous vegetables, when chopped, release something called sulforaphane, and sulforaphane protects you against autoimmune diseases. It's a very, very strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effect in the body. You don't want to miss out on them. The problem is cruciferous vegetables also have something called goitrogens. Goitrogens reduce or interfere with the uptake of iodine by the thyroid gland. So remember iodine, the first point we discussed, your thyroid gland needs iodine to function, and the uptake of iodine by the thyroid gland is interfered when you're eating foods high in goitrogens, which are found in cruciferous vegetables. So the solution here is 2 things. Number 1, just make sure you're getting enough iodine. This only happens if you have very little iodine, but if you're using iodized salt and also a few other sources of iodine like sea vegetables like nori sheets or iodine supplement, you don't have to worry about goitrogen uptake. Second thing, when you expose the cruciferous vegetables to heat, so when you're boiling them, when you're cooking with them, the goitrogen intake comes down. And when the goitrogen intake is reduced, you don't have to really worry about uptake of iodine anymore. Cruciferous vegetables are a very crucial part of your diet. They are important for your gut microbiome. They support healthy immune system. They help you protect autoimmune diseases. They help you against protection of cancer. They have anti-cancer properties. They make weight loss basically effortless, and I want you to include cruciferous vegetables into your diet. About 100 to 150 grams per day is absolutely fine. Even if you're taking in 50 to 70 grams, it's still okay, but going up to 150 grams is also absolutely fine. You just want to make sure you're exposing it to heat and you're intaking enough iodine in your diet. As long as you're taking care of these 2 things, then you don't have any problem and you will be able to healthily include cruciferous vegetables to your diet. Like I said, if you have specific thyroid disorders, then you want to make sure you're following a specific meal plan. I've left a few blogs below for you to refer to. Please make sure you watch them. Hope this helps. Bye.